We're two boys.
We got one brain cell.
Today we're checking out some new NOFX.
It's Barcelona.
And much like NOFX, the boys are no longer number one reactors, apparently, according to our chat. Chuck's number two? What the fuck? Where's that leave me?
Hey.
I'm about to go to Barcelona. Get away from these assholes.
Yeah, you are.
I always just love the name of Barcelona, honestly. It just flows so elegantly off the tongue.
It does.
It really does.
I always get caught up because you always hear, is it Barcelona or Barcelona?
I think, Barcelona, isn't that like a city? Not like in the States? Like it's in the, I mean, I guess we renamed everything. Toledo.
Yeah.
Everything is stolen. Everything is stolen from England.
You just start off with Toledo, which is, well, they made swords. So, of course, Toledo goes ahead and names their paper the Toledo Blade. Real original, guys.
Yeah, it's like Americans dumped the T, and they're like, that's all we need to do. Now we can just copy everything.
Just steal everything from them.
And we'll just be like, America, fuck yeah.
There's nothing original. Here in Ohio, we have Texas, Florida, Kansas.
Seriously, dude, we just rename everything. Like, you would think you'd pull out some fantasy names or something, like sci-fi names. And, dude, there's 1,000 fucking names you can go off of.
Yeah, have some originality.
And instead, we're going to have fucking 3 cities named Florida.
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest city in New York? New York?
Right. Yeah, but it's the city of New York. It's the city.
Yeah. I'd rather call it the Big Apple. At least there's some originality there.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know what we got off on the name. That's what it was. I was like, I don't even know how we got on this fucking tangent. So, yeah, new NOFX. This happens right after Fat Wreck. You actually probably aren't even aware of this. So, Fat Wreck had like a deal with Hopeless Records. So, there's going to be no more new Fat Wreck artists, but they all are getting transferred over to Hopeless Records.
Okay.
So they're, from my understanding, they're selling the whole record company.
Okay.
So huge news.
I know you mentioned it earlier on your stream, and I was there.
Okay. Huge news, but they did some really fucking cool stuff, and they made sure all the artists that had owed any money to the label were zeroed out on transfer.
That's
so
good.
On day one, those artists will begin to make their money.
That's good.
From
That's
whatever, shit fucking royalties Spotify gives them.
Right.
But
they can have their 12 cents per 10 million.
Yeah, exactly. Spend. So, but that was really dope of Aaron and Fat Mike for sure. But yeah, so I think
are they doing it because they're just done? They just don't want to do it no more, or what's?
I think it probably honestly just got a little too much.
Yeah, because I know there's always more to the story.
Yeah,
obviously.
There was obviously a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with the NOFX camp. But yeah, I'm really curious. This is off their new album that's coming out, ABC. They're retired, but they still had some albums in the work.
Yeah.
And I think from that Spin article that they dropped right after retiring, sounds like Mike was doing most of the lifting musically and everything anyways. Like a lot of the guys weren't even coming into the thing to record because he said they were too sloppy, so he could just do it fine within himself. So it became kind of a one-man show type thing with a couple other people he's bringing in. So I don't know if that's kind of furthering that or if the band was involved. I would love to know the backstory there, if there is some involvement of the other band members here, or if this is, Fat Mike kind of putting this together. I know he did for the last, a long time, so.
Yeah.
Let's get into it here.
Let's do it.
Decided to stop being loved? Or have you always been a low, high functioning sociopath? You're not the man I thought I knew, not even worthy of a D-side song. What a shame, what a loss. Was it really worth the cost? Losing everything and everyone who ever loved you. I know effectless, no effectless, necklace shell of a man with an endless war he waged upon himself. Was it in Barcelona? Was it in Berlin? When did your paranoia really start to kick in? Was it in San Francisco? Was it Echo Park? When did all the light in your life turn completely dark? If you know effectless, no effectless, no good dilettante, with the denseness that thinks checkers is just chessless, tic-tac-toe, the man I thought I'd always know, the man who was convinced to tear it all apart. He was the last man I ever thought would break my heart.
All right, real quick, I want to rewind to.
No effectless, no effectless, no good dilettante.
They record that, yeah. Would they record that fucking guitar in a bathtub? Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking awesome. It was great. But it was like, really? What the hell are we doing?
It was so cool.
It was cool, dude. But it was like cool in a way of like, you know, making a weird sound as a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, which fits.
I expect nothing less from NOFX.
Absolutely. And on an album that's going to be called, you know, the ABCs or whatever. Like,
So beautiful.
It's going to have a song for each letter.
That's so good.
So obviously this is B.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Is it 26 songs?
NOFX is for kids. Yeah, that's what people were speculating because that's a lot of songs for an album.
Yeah, it is.
I imagine they're going to split it up into littler things, little bite sizes probably. But
then again, 26 songs, if your average song length is like 2 minutes,
yeah,
isn't that bad.
No, really isn't. Yeah, and you know
still under an hour.
They're going to have a few like 40-second songs.
Oh, yeah.
So I think here, the worst part of this song, let's start with negatives first.
Okay.
And I got to go vocals here. Mike's vocals aren't the best anymore, but I also think when you're coming into listening to punk, the vocals, how they sound are realistically, they don't fucking matter.
No,
that's not, yeah. And sure, it might affect your listening and you're wanting to listen, but honestly, I really liked his vocals here. Raw. Yeah, they sound rough and gravelly, but I liked that he's staying with it and he's like, it's true to yourself. You know what I mean?
Honestly, like when the vocals hit, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Because it is a little different.
It's like,
but I was like, I almost like that.
I think
more.
It adds a little different style going, like from what you've heard from them. You've heard the more, it's funny to say NOFX polished, but like you've heard them at their top of their fucking game, right?
Right.
And then now it's been a long time. His vocals been through a lot, lots of drugs, lots of drinking. You don't expect anything from those vocals, and him just belting it out and like, he's at least hitting words and stuff. He's not doing like a fucking, who's the lead singer of Motley Crue? Who just looks like he's ready to eat a cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? and he just cannot sing. He has no breath for it. Like at least he's doing what fits the band and yeah, keeping it fresh. And I personally like the gravelly sound there because it is punk and it's a different sound for them.
Yeah, and honestly, my favorite. I don't have like any complaints here.
Oh, perfect. That was it. That was all I had. I just wanted to point that out.
The biggest one I really liked is that line, "No effectsless," and it's like because we are.
Yeah,
we are no effectsless now.
Yeah,
because they're all done.
Yeah,
and it's sad.
It is,
and it's like, man, I don't want I lived in a world where I didn't know NOFX existed.
Right,
for a long time.
But
the second that I we learned about who they are, we talk to Fat Mike and we, you get to know more about the band. It's like, man, they're gone. I don't want to live in a world without them.
Right.
Not again.
I don't want to go back to that shit. Yeah.
The world is better with NOFX in it.
I agree. It is sad. I know it takes a toll on you, that touring and stuff.
Absolutely.
So totally understand that. Honestly, I feel like it was retiring from live shows. And you're still I think they're still going to put out content. But they're still bright things to happen from that. You know, each of them are doing solo projects. Mike's doing stuff with the Co-Defendants, which is like, come on, the Co-Defendants are fucking just awesome. Like, killing it. So there's a lot of promising stuff happening. And to still get some good quality stuff from NOFX it feels good, man.
It's good. What we want.
It's
what we need.
Exactly. Where are you going to go rating-wise? Actually, I should probably go first because if you, like I said, the vocals, while I'm just acknowledging the sound, I don't per se have a problem with it.
Right, and I enjoyed it. I thought it kept things super fresh.
I agree. And like I said, once you're like, if you were coming in new to the scene, punk rock, and you heard this, you'd be like, what the fuck is this?
When we first came in new, if it wasn't Bad Religion, it was bad.
Yeah. Nobody has his harmonizing abilities, man.
And we got spoiled immediately.
We did.
Bad
Religion. Took us a freaking bit to get down, like, with the, you know, just the rough sounding vocals. Yeah, grit. Yeah.
There's so much grit in the music, and you don't get that with Bad Religion at all.
No, you don't. So, yeah, no, very cool. Shout out to NOFX and all the guys there. Like I said, I am really curious on how this was recorded, but I imagine I'm seeing a lot of Fat Mike in the lyrics here. He was talking about using people towards his own end. When did that begin? Like, I'm assuming that's him talking about, you know, using the band as kind of a vehicle for his own thing, you know?
Yeah.
And
so what was your rating, though?
Shit.
Yeah, you were skating right by that.
I know, dude. I don't know what I want to rate. 6.2 playlist.
All right, I'm going 7.3 playlist.
Holy shit. Yeah, no, I really like it. Actually, I think I just tangented off it, honestly. I don't even think I was trying to avoid it.
It's the one thing I can remind you of.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, shit, yeah. No, shout out to NOFX, guys. We're two boys.
We got one braid cell.
I'm Pyro Slays Music.
And I'm the Chuckness.
And until next time, peace the fuck out.
Peace.